So the next thing that happened on NXT, we get to the next match of the night. It was Fallon Henley and Wren Sinclair versus Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson with Metaphor at ringside in a tag team match. And this match, it was a good little decent match. We see Fallon Henley, that was the legal woman, in this match with Jakara Jackson. And Fallon Henley was beating down Jakara Jackson up until she starts grabbing the ropes and stuff. And then we see Lash Legend grabbing onto Jakara's arms and Fallon grabbing onto Jakara's legs, trying to pull her back into the ring, but Lash Legend was too strong and pulls Jakara Jackson out of the ring, and then when she did that, we see Fallon Henley coming up pretty much and hit her throat on the second rope. She bounces off, and then Jakara Jackson gets back into the ring, hits a nice drop kick onto Fallon Henley, which lands her into the corner. Jakara tags in Lash Legend. Fallon tags in Wren Sinclair. Wren Sinclair comes in trying to do her thing, but it wasn't enough because we see Lash Legend showing off the strength, grabbing Wren Sinclair by the throat, and then lifting her up in the air. And Wren Sinclair was trying to hit a Hurricane onto Lash Legend, but Lash Legend pulls her back up, and then hits the powerbomb, the slam dunk onto Wren Sinclair, and pinned her for the 3 count. So yeah, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson defeated Fallon Henley and Wren Sinclair tonight in a tag team match. That's what happened. It was a good match. I'll give that match 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a good tag team match. But yeah, good stuff. And I forgot to mention, it was a segment before that where we actually see Riley Osborne talking to Thea Hill backstage, and he was wondering where was she at and all that stuff. And Thea Hill was somehow she was doing grown woman business, But yeah, that's what she was saying. And Riley Osborne asked her, he's like, "They're going to still go on their Valentine's Day?" And she says, "Yes, yes, yes." Jumping up and down, and she goes like, "Okay, great," and then he walks away and goes like, "See," and then she says, "Look, I was patient, I see what I did." So yeah, that's what happened there. But then after that, we see a segment that happened actually after this match, where we see Josh Briggs backstage talking, and then all of a sudden we see Jensen come up, and he was saying like how Josh Briggs has been doing pretty good, and Josh Briggs was like, "Thanks, man," and then he starts walking away up until Jensen says that ever since that Fallon and Briggs left, I'm like, he's been lost in the shuffle and all that stuff, and Briggs comes up and he gets pissed off and he throws Jensen up to the lockers and he goes like, "Look, man, you want to keep on crying and bitching like you are now, sitting down here crying and all that stuff." He says, "Look at me and Fallon, we're doing things for ourselves now, and you over here crying and stuff." He said people at the Performance Center would be ready to take a spot anytime, and either he could sit down and cry about it and get a spot taken, or he can go up and do something. So yeah, that's what Josh Briggs says, and he got a good point, and that's what happened there. But yeah, up next will be the main event. It'll be the NXT champion, Ilya Dragunov versus Dijak 101 up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then.